The chapter was completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see, this is footprints and the other book. How many chapters have you done in the other book?
Ma'am, except Nelson Mandela, we have done till 100 dresses part 1.
Okay, 100 dresses, part 1. Okay, fine. Now listen to me. You're going to have quarterlies very soon, maybe at the end of the August or maybe now in the August only. Okay. You're going to have the quarterlies and the quarterlies would be online as there wouldn't be the reopening of the schools. Okay. Right now. So I'm going to give you at least 5 chapters. Clear? 2 of this book, Footprints, Triumph of Surgery and the Thief's Story. And have you done poems in that book?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we may
Yes, ma'am.
take 2 chapters from that book, okay, and 1 or 2 poems, because the poems are not so long; they are very short, isn't it? So we will take short poems. You might have done, na? Fire and Ice and like this.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going.
Ma'am, examination will be online.
It will be online. Okay.
Ma'am, for how many marks?
Huh? Pardon? What happened?
Ma'am, for
The
how many marks?
marks, you are very much worried about the marks. Worry about the marks that you are going to gain. Maybe 50 or 100, whatever it is. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So a day I'm going to fix. On that day I'm going to take the revision and your test. Okay, in a week I'm going to take the test, right? And I'm going to take your revision on that day. Clear? Got it or not? Okay. So the thief story, it was clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
To everybody it was clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Samiksha Tak?
Yes, ma'am.
Why so dull? Why so speaking in a very singing tone? You can write down the answer that you have sent me. Okay?
And ma'am, one more question, ma'am.
Yes, tell me the question.
Ma'am, you have given us a question that describe the physical appearance of trickies. So, ma'am, in this question, ma'am, we have to describe the first, the condition of tricky before the surgery or after the surgery.
Before. It is there in the very first para. It is there in the very first para, beta. He was hugely fat like a blotted sausage with a leg at each corner, okay? And his eyes were bloodshot and doomy. And his tongue always lolled from his jaws. It is there, na?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Find out you're going to
Yes.
get it. Okay? What more? Any other
No,
questions?
ma'am.
Yes, students. And listen to me, class 10th, very carefully. You know very well, now the 20 marks are sent to the board every year, isn't it? So whatever you perform in the quarterlies or the half-yearlies or the assignments that you do, we are going to assess and then only the marks would be sent. Got it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All 31 students
Yes.
will join the class. समझ में आया कि नहीं?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so tomorrow I want to see each and everybody's register. I'm going to note down the names and I want to see the registers. The question answers must be completed in those registers. And if you are not present, I'm going to mark you absent and no marks will be given to you.
Yes,
Clear or not? Registers would be maintained and in that the assignments, it would be marked if you have done it. A right mark against your name and a wrong mark if you have not done it. And then the quarterlies marks and half yearlies, each exams, okay, that you have. We are going to enter the marks. In case the assignments are not there, no marks for you. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So our triumph of surgery, it was understood by everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, why did Mrs. Pumphrey send her dog to the doctor, Mr. Harriet? Who will tell me? Yes, Tarun will answer. Tarun? Harsh? Who will answer?
Ma'am?
Ayushi?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, because
Okay.
they are ill, they eat properly. Ma'am, they
Because
not eat properly.
who is
They not
they? 1 minute. Who
eat
is they?
properly.
1 minute, Ayushi. Who is they? Who is they?
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm tricky. Sorry.
Tricky. So are we going to use they for the dog? They is always used for plurals.
Yes, ma'am.
प्लूरल समझते हैं ना, बहुवचन के लिए यूज होता है. थर्ड पर्सन एंड प्लूरल्स के लिए. Which pronoun will be used for tricky?
Ma'am, it.
हाँ, it जब यूज करेंगे when we do not know the gender of it, है ना, या फिर कॉमन हम यूज करेंगे मैस्कुलाइन जेंडर के लिए. ओके, ही, राइट. और इसमें उसको ही बताया गया है ट्रिकी को. गॉट इट? यस आयुषी, कंटिन्यू विद द आंसर. Ayushi, yes, continue with the answer, hurry up.
Tricky will not eat nothing. Favorite dishes and favorite dishes besides vomiting. He had bouts of vomiting.
In your own words, you should answer better. Mrs.
And Tricky
Pumphrey,
became really fat.
Mrs. Pumphrey,
Tricky became
something.
really fat,
Yes.
and he can't even able to walk properly. His chest
Yes. And?
touches the floor when he walks, and
No, it
he
is
have
not
bouts of
there.
vomiting.
And he had?
Bouts of vomiting.
Okay, fine. Yes, he stopped eating, drinking, and even his favorite dishes and everything was avoided by the dog. Okay. And besides this, the dog was not well. He had bouts of vomiting, and all the time he was sitting on his rug and he was breathing heavily. Okay. And he had become very lethargic. He did not want to move out. He did not want to go out. And he was not interested in doing anything. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what advice was given by Dr. Harriet to Mrs. Pumphrey? What advice was given by Dr. Harriet to Mrs. Pumphrey? Many of them, they join it and then they quit the class. Every day I'm taking attendance from this screen only. From the participants, I know who are there and who have left it. They are afraid that ma'am might not ask me the question. So they just leave. Yes, answer it better.
To maintain his diet.
To maintain, yes. Only Ayushi and Shweta, they both are there to answer it. Anyone
Ma'am,
can
Mr.
try.
Harriet warned.
Yes,
Ma'am,
that,
Mr. Harriet warned Miss Pumphrey that if she didn't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, he is doing.
yes. He advised him to cut down his diet and to give him more exercise, lot of physical exercise. Okay, that was to be given to the dog, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how did the doctor treat the dog? How did the doctor treat
He
the
cut his
dog?
meal.
Ma'am, the doctor
He cut
treat
his
the dog.
meals.
Yes,
Cut
who's
his.
speaking, Rahul?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, speak.
Ma'am, cut the food, and ma'am, no, 2 days no foods. Give the dogs
He
only
did not give
water,
him. Yes, for 2 days.
only water,
Hmm.
only water give, and the second day he give the foods
Hmm.
on last,
In the last, okay.
and ma'am, and the third day he give ma'am, small amounts of food.
Okay. So what change came in the dog? What change came in Tricky?
Ma'am, the tricky was interest in other dogs and playing with.
Okay, he started becoming quite active, he started becoming
Yes, ma'am.
energetic as he was losing fat, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Okay, why didn't the doctor want Mrs. Pumphrey to take back the dog? Yes, who will
Because
answer?
he became familiar.
He became familiar.
Because due to Tricky, the doctor and his partners or his friends were enjoying the lunch and their meals, and they are getting too
Yes,
expensive and food.
yes, whatever was sent for
Ready.
the, yes, whatever was sent for the Tricky, maybe the eggs, the drinks, wine, beer, whatever, it was enjoyed by the doctor and his friends or the doctor and his staff. So they were having somewhat a kind of a party, okay? And that is why they were least interested in returning the dog to Mrs. Pumphrey. Did they return the dog? Did Mr. Harriet return the dog finally?
Yes.
Yes, Harsh. Okay,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
in the last we see that tears were there in Mrs. Pumphrey's eyes. Okay, why beta? Why the tears were there?
Because Miss Pumphrey loved too much. Miss Pumphrey loved her dog Tricky too much, and when he got her, and after a lot of days, then she becomes too much happy.
Okay, okay, because Mrs. Pumphrey, she loved her dog too much, okay, almost like her own child. And when she saw that the dog has become very slim, very smart, the dog was looking then, and the dog was very fit and fine, okay. So so much of happiness. You know, she got very much excited. She got very much happy on seeing her dog very active, very energetic, very slim, thin. Okay, very smart dog, beautiful dog. So there were tears in her eyes. Okay, she was very thankful to Dr. Harriet. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what will you do? You're going to revise both the chapters, right? Got
Yes,
it or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, and the attendance would be marked, okay, from the screen only. The participants are there, then only I'm going to mark the attendance. Clear?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
better revise it. Do the question answers again, I'm saying. Do the question answers. Clear?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. God bless you.
Ma'am,
Yes, what happened?
ma'am, the thief story extra question?
I have not given you.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you tomorrow. I'll give you tomorrow, don't worry. Right?
Yes, ma'am.